Mehtab clear PMP in one of the minimum possible time. He cleared PMP in almost a month. And what a success journey we had. Like, I would say that the success journey is from Saudi to UAE. Why? Because he joined my program from Saudi Arabia, but there were no dates available in Saudi Arabia. And he wanted to give the exam. He traveled to UAE and he gave the exam. I am pushing him for last 5 days, give the exam, give the exam. But he's having second thoughts. But finally, he was able to agree on that and give the exam and get it done. So Mehtab, first of all, congratulations on
Thank
clearing
you so much.
PMP. Why don't you share your success journey?
Well, yes. So I'll go back to 2022. I actually I did PMP class online, and not online. It was like in class, and I couldn't appear in exam. And the reason, I as I finished my lectures, 5 days, it was 8 hours a day in 5 days. There was no follow up,
Okay.
and I was losing track. Honestly,
Okay.
my trainer, she clearly told the whole class that from today, the last day, she said, from today onwards, you have to catch me. I will literally disobey you guys. I like, you guys are, you guys have to find me. You guys have to reach me out if you need anything. And that's the reason I think everyone in my class, because we had a group, and I think only from 2022 until today, only one guy passed the PMP. Only one out of 40 plus students.
Okay. Okay.
So I heard about Mr. Amir through online, like YouTube and the stuff. And I was in touch with him. uh, Like, first we spoke on 9th of April 2023,
Okay.
almost a year, I think.
Yeah.
And he was pushing me. We had conversation. He even shared me the link for the payment and stuff to join the batch. But I was, because of my first experience was so bad, I I I I couldn't join. I wanted to desperately. Even
Okay.
I have conversation with Mr. Amir that I
Okay.
want to clear PMP, and I want to clear it in minimum possible time.
Okay.
But finally, in 2024, I approached him again, and he was kind enough to let me in. And and well, here I am today with
And
very short.
let me make it very clear. He joined the class. The class ended on the last day of February, January, and he is now certified PMP. And not only he, Anam is also certified PMP from his group, and you will be saying a lot of them. David was the first one to clear
Yes, there
from
was the
you,
first
now
one.
Anam, and now you. And he would have been cleared like few days back if he would was not afraid. Like last night was very interesting. He is studying. By the way, just to give you Mehtab, today 5 students cleared. While we are talking, Nida just cleared from
Mashallah.
Pakistan. 5 students cleared today. Like I'm thinking, should I put it in the month of February or should I put it in the month of 1st of March? Because both thing can be. So now, as of today, we have reached 91 PMP or 92 PMP in 2024.
Mashallah.
Okay,
Right.
so you guys are fulfilling my dream of getting 200 PMP in 2024 on my birthday. Okay, so let's talk
Mashallah.
about this. Let's talk about straightforward with the exam. How did you manage time in the exam?
So the timing, as yesterday's late night call, your call was very helpful, and you told me like I have to manage like 80, 75, 75. So in the beginning, I literally took 80, like 78 minutes.
Mm,
I took my time. Uh, Like 20 questions, I was a bit confused and
mm,
not relaxed.
mm,
But after 21st, 22nd question, I was quite relaxed,
mm,
and I was going with the pace. And so I did mark flagged few questions for the
mm,
review, like
mm,
5 to 7 questions.
Hmm.
So 78 minutes, I was done with my 60 questions.
Hmm.
And then I took 2 minutes to go back and recheck the flagged questions. I took
Okay.
my break,
Okay.
which helped a lot. It
Okay.
was very important. And I suggest my fellows to make sure you take breaks.
Make sure
And
you
this,
take breaks. Yeah.
yes, these 10 minutes are very important to, uh, to come up with a fresh mind. If you keep on continuing for uh, 1 hour, 2 hours, you don't take breaks, problem, straight
Hmm.
away problem.
Straight away problem.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
so the second round was quite easy. 60 questions I completed, I think, in 60 minutes or
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
And last also, I was left with again, I was left with 80 minutes in the
Okay.
last portion of the.
From the first, second, and the third part, which exam part was most difficult? First one, second one, or third one?
Uh, I think second one was a bit uh, easy. No, it was not easier, but comparing to part first and third, second part was much easier.
Second part was much easier. Okay. Okay. So, which area were dominated in the exam?
Agile,
Agile.
I would say almost 70+% questions were from Agile.
Okay. It's 70
Yes.
percent questions are from Agile. Okay. Okay. Taking that into consideration, any formula question, any critical path questions?
Not at all. Zero.
Not at all. Okay. Okay. What would be your advice to the people who are preparing for the exam? How they should prepare for it?
My one and the most important advice, RCA.
RCA.
One word.
RCA. Yeah, RCA is very
Mocks.
important.
These mocks, I like literally, if you uh, don't study, if you're done taking the lectures, directly go for mocks and do RCA
Hmm.
and understand RCAs. Very important point.
Hmm.
Don't just copy paste, or even if sometimes, if even I was writing it, I was getting lost
Hmm.
because I like my typing, I can look here and there and I can type, so I was not really focusing sometimes,
Hmm.
and I was lazy, I was losing concentration.
Hmm.
So understand the major thing is the mindset. That's it.
Hmm.
If you get the mindset, you will pass.
Okay. 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 The getting the mindset working into that way is important for the exam. Okay. So any formula question, any different graphic questions, because I'm getting that you are getting one or two graph questions. So how many graph
Yes,
questions you got?
I think
Uh,
I think 2 or 3 graph questions.
Two or three graph questions. Okay.
Yes,
And
and around
and
7 to 8 or 8 to 10 drag and drops.
drag and drop. Okay. So Mehtab, you know that tomorrow is PMP marathon exactly at this time. Exactly
Yes,
at this time. Right now, we have 24 hours left with the PMP marathon. So
exactly.
I would request you to make the questions, exam context question, so that we can use
Sure,
in the PMP marathon. Make at least
sure,
20 and see if you can give it today so that I can convert it into the format that is needed
sure.
from
I
you.
will try.
Okay.
Sure,
And you
inshallah.
and you know that how much important and PMP mastermind group is, and each one
Of course,
masterminds.
of
So
course,
I would request you that we worked into that and let's get this thing done.
of
Okay.
course, inshallah.
Let's
Yes.
get this thing done. Anything that you would like to share with the people?
Uh, I would say the follow up from Mr. Amir. It that's the reason I'm proud to say I'm certified PMP today.
Thank you.
Only one reason.
Thank you for
Only one
saying.
reason.
Thank you for saying that, guys. If he can do it, you can also do it. It's the only thing that is stopping you is commitment. How important, since you did not do the PMP before because of follow up. How is my follow up system? Can you explain to the people who will watch it later?
That's like a as I said, that's the reason I'm certified PMP today, because of the follow up.
Because
I
of
was sometimes I feel like after coming home from work, as you say, one is greater than zero. I applied that formula,
you
and
applied.
sometimes if I feel, it's of course, if sometimes if I feel No, even if I'm not willing to spend that 1 minute, I directly I receive your message
and that
update.
and that will kind of how
So that
important.
I will go back to one is then, one is greater than zero.
Okay, how important it is to join the coaching call, how important that is.
Yes, that's the thing, because sometimes even we get confused, even after doing thousands of mock questions, hundreds of mock questions, and after studying so much, this master class really helps, because there in the master class we get questions which are really like we need to get into that mind. So
Hmm.
this it's very important, very very important.
This is very important. Thank you very much for that.
I
Okay.
can thank
Uh,
you for helping
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, guys,
uh,
anyone has any question that they would like to ask, please feel free to ask it. Mehtab, send me your good picture. Of course, send me your question answers. Send me your good
yes.
pictures so